Hello guys, welcome back. In this video we will explore useRef React hook. We will see what is its usage and how it is different from other React hooks. So let's get started. We have a simple hello world ReactJS app, and let's go ahead and import the useRef React hook useRef from the React, right? So the useRef React hook is very similar to the useState. I have explained in the previous video. I will add the link in the description below, also in the icon, so you can go ahead and get familiarity with that. So it is similar to useState React hook, but there is one main difference as well. Both of these hooks maintains or persists the values between different renders of the components, but when we change the useState hook's value, it will re-render the component. And on the other hand, if we change the useRef hook value, it will not re-render the component, right? So both are persisting the values between different renders of the component, but on changing useState hook value, it re-renders, but on changing useRef value, it will not re-render the component, right? So let's see that in action. So let's declare a ref called useRef, and suppose we can similar to the useState, we can pass initial value to anything. Suppose we are passing a number here, and here we can show that number here in h3. So to accessing the value stored in the ref, that will be in the variable name ref dot and its current, right? So here you go, its current value, it was 0, so if you change it to 3, so if you refresh, it is 3, right? And to show that it is not re-rendering the components, let's add a button here, and we can say suppose increment, and on click what we are going to do is we are setting the ref dot current is equal to ref dot current plus 1, right? And let's console it here to see that it's actually calling this function. You see, I'm incrementing it. If we can see the console, so here you are seeing that it is incrementing the value, but it is not showing on the UI. That is because on increment or on the change of this useRef hook's value, it does not re-render the component, right? So to re-render, we have to go for the useState hook. So let's declare a useState hook as well. So we can say that const what we can count and set count is equal to useState, and its values, we can say that ref dot current, whatever we have declared here, we can initialize the useState from there. And here let's copy it, and we can say that it is a ref value and it is a state value, right? And here we can say count, right? Here you go, ref is 3, count is 3, the initial values, and on incrementing nothing is changed, right? So suppose here if we change to set count to we can say that the previous value of set count plus 1, and what it will be doing is it will update the state and it will re-render the component. So once it will re-render, because we have updated the ref here, and after that it is re-rendered, it will actually show the ref and state to the same values, right? 3 3 increment 4 5 6 7, right? So there is another suppose there could be a use case that if we want to keep the track that the updated value to be shown here, and suppose the previous value we can show it here using the ref, and that will be achieved by updating the state. And once the state is updated, after that we can change the this current value, because when we change this ref value it will not re-render, so on the UI it will be showing a one previous value, right? So for that let's use the useEffect. I have also created a video on the useEffect. If you have not gone through that, I will add the link in the description below, so please go ahead and explore that as well. So let's add the useEffect and the import, and on changing of the count we can say that ref dot current is equal to count, right? And from here we can remove it. Let's save it, refresh 3, you see it is updated and it is always 1 behind, right? 13 12. So what it is doing is, initially both have the same value and we are printing the same value here in the start, you see 3 3, and on click what we are doing is we are updating the state value to previous +1, so it will be updated. On increment it will be updated to 4 here, and as soon as this set count is set, the state hook changes, it will re-render it, right? And on the re-render the count value is updated, but ref.current is still the previous value. And here what we are doing is, after it is changed, this set count value is changed, what it will be doing is it will update the ref.current to the updated value. But here you see that we are changing the ref, we are changing the useRef hook, so we see that once we change the useRef it does not re-render. So after this statement it does not re-render automatically, so that the value is saved in the ref but it is not shown on the UI. So you see 3 is shown, it is 4, right? And on the next cycle when this set count is updated, the ref will be used whatever was previously set, right? So it is always a 1 behind. I hope you got the idea, right? Let's refresh and see once more. Yep. Okay, so another very common use case of useRef is that you can refer different DOM elements like the input elements, and then you can make them focus, or you can even set their values. All right, so let's declare an input here, and let's say so it is so common that they have provided the ref prop for the elements, so we can let's declare another variable. We can say that const input ref is equal to useRef and initial value with the initial value of null, and here for the ref you can reference this input, and for the value, so let's use the same value of the count, and on change we can say that set count to be a dot target dot value, right? So what we are doing here is that we are showing the state value here, as well as we will be showing the state value here as well, and we can change this state value from the button as well as this input, right? So let's go ahead 3 3 3, and on increment you see it is changed, it is in sync because we are using the state value both in this h3 and also in the input, right? And also we can change it here as well. So it is 1 1, so double 1 here, it is one value behind, so that is why it is showing here. So as soon as the set count change, the flow is the same, it will call the useEffect, and in the useEffect we have updated the value, but because the re-render is not it was not re-rendered on change of the useRef, so it has on the UI it has a one previous value. All right, and also using this input ref, it will actually, it is referring to the input. We can on increment, suppose we wanna say that we can focus this one, that will be input ref dot current dot focus. So because the input ref is actually pointing to the input, so to get the values stored in the useRef, we use dot current value, right? As we used here. So input ref dot current will be pointing to the input, and dot focus we can call its focus function. So as soon as this is clicked, you see it is focused. I can start typing here, right? And also we can update the value of the input ref dot current dot its value to something else, but that is not a recommended way. The recommended way is that we should change the state value in the on change, so that whatever is changed here, it is updated in the state as well as on the UI, right? Alright, so that's it on exploring the useRef React hook. If you have any questions, please let me know in the comments below. And if you enjoyed this video, please hit like and subscribe to my channel. See you in next video. Thank you.